Across the world, most people live in communities segregated by class, race, religion, and other social divides. That segregation breeds distrust, inequality, and polarization. At the same time, many people across the world feel powerless in the face of so many big, deadly problems, from crime and terrorism to war, disease, and climate change. In the midst of such problems, a lot of people spend a lot of time on screens to find entertainment and escape, drawing an ever sharper distinction between absorbing digital distractions and often frustrating yet inescapable realities. And that digital distraction is fueling social disconnection, loneliness, and depression, among other problems. In our increasingly diverse, interdependent world, we need places to connect meaningfully, online and in person, across lines of difference, to learn about each other and to work together towards shared goals. We need communities where people of all ages feel connected, learn, have fun, and find power and purpose in together addressing our world's myriad challenges. My name is Paul Lachelier. I'm the founder and director of Learning Life. Learning Life is an educational nonprofit based in Washington, D.C., and our mission is to spread learning in everyday life beyond school walls. We're not your typical educational nonprofit, and for two reasons. First, we're not focused on schools, but rather building wider learning communities. Second, we're not teaching math, English, or science, but rather working to give more people worldwide more voice and power through learning and practice in democracy and diplomacy. We pursue our mission in four ways. First, the learning communities we build are open and lifelong. That is, we welcome all kinds of people in varied stages of life because learning should not just happen in schools, and modern societies are way too segregated by age. Second, we work to build relationships across lines of difference, not just of race, ethnicity, and class, but religion, language, and country. Third, we focus on spreading democracy and diplomacy, because conflict, corruption, inequality, and other social ills can wither when we have more caring citizens. Fourth, we leverage free and low-cost resources. Volunteers, free or sponsored meeting spaces, email, social media, Zoom, Canva, and so on, to be more efficient so we can do more with less. Given these approaches, we run 3 programs. Learning Life began building a democracy learning community in 2019 in the Washington, D.C. capital region in response to growing threats to democracy in the United States and abroad. We began with democracy dinners, bringing together professionals, elected officials, activists, and academics to nurture deeper conversation about the challenges and the possibilities for democracy at local to global levels. We're taking a different approach to democracy, though, focused less on rational debate and changing laws, and more on changing the life or culture of democracy by organizing festivals, games, and social gatherings that can help make democracy more creative and fun, rather than boring and fractious. Family is by far the most valued relationship in people's lives across the world. And families are affected by a wide range of problems societies face, from diabetes and depression to war and climate change. Yet despite the family's vulnerability and value worldwide, seldom are families invited to participate in decision-making alongside business, labor, and government. Learning Life's Family Diplomacy Initiative is an ambitious, long-term, grassroots effort to connect, train, and empower a growing international core of volunteer family diplomats to give voice to families at local to global levels. We envision a world more connected and caring because every family has one or more family diplomats who form a global network, and these citizen diplomats together advocate for the needs, concerns, and aspirations of families worldwide via nonprofits, businesses, media, and governments. Citizen diplomacy happens when people communicate and collaborate across national borders for peaceful purposes, be these educational, cultural, economic, environmental, or else. Due in part to globalization, the internet, and rising education levels, citizen diplomacy is growing and playing a more important role in world affairs. Accordingly, Citizen Diplomacy International gathers diplomacy scholars, students, professionals, and volunteers worldwide every 3 months online via Zoom to share news and presentations on citizen diplomacy research and practice, with an eye to building a vibrant global citizen diplomacy sector for a more participatory, equitable, and sustainable world. You can donate $50, $500, or whatever you can afford to help advance our work. You can volunteer as an intern, an advisor, an instructor, an evaluator, or in another role, and you can sponsor one of our 3 learning communities. Learn more and get involved at learninglife.info.